Welcome to the Manna presentation on selecting your sales channel partners. Manna is the association that helps professional manufacturers representatives and the manufacturers they represent develop long-term and mutually profitable relationships. We designed this presentation to help both sides select appropriate partners once they create a list of prospects to contact. We discuss what makes relationships succeed and fail, and the importance of taking time to complete the selection process. We tell you what to learn about each other and how to gather the information. Bottom line, both parties need to think like partners in profits, with particular emphasis on the word partners. Let's look at some reasons the relationships succeed. First, professional manufacturers' representatives don't look at principals as suppliers. They look at them as clients. They want to serve them, just as they want to serve the customers they call on. Also important, at the manufacturer's place of business, everyone understands and supports the outsourced sales process. When the manufacturer's representative views the principal as a client and the manufacturer supports the outsourced sales process, both think like partners in profits. The main objective is to work together to satisfy the customer's requirements. It helps if you both clearly understand what to expect from each other. Sure, the manufacturer expects the manufacturer's representative to book orders, and the manufacturer's representative expects to be paid on time. But it goes deeper than that. For example, how do you plan to communicate with each other? Do you share common objectives? We cannot stress enough the importance of an effective and thorough due diligence process. The more effectively you go through this process, the greater the chances that the relationships will last a long time and be mutually beneficial. You must get to know each other well before you agree to formalize the relationship. Finally, you need to negotiate an agreement that works for both of you. An agreement that only works for one party works for neither. Let's talk about the reasons relationships fail. A main reason? The parties fail to communicate effectively with each other. Incidentally, the call reports we all filled out when we were rookie salespeople do not fall into the effective communications category. Another reason relationships fail is markets change. Maybe the manufacturer's representative's primary customers leave the territory or go out of business. The manufacturer's representative then needs to make a strategic change to their mission statement and start selling to a different market, one where your products and services are not required. If the parties rush the process and don't take the time to get to know each other well enough, the chances of failure increase significantly. You would not hire a key executive for your manufacturing plant or a salesperson for your manufacturer's representative business based on a 20-minute phone conversation. So why not do the same when you create a relationship for a key partner for your business? If the manufacturer fails to properly support the manufacturer's representative with good marketing, quality products, on-time delivery, and excellent customer service, the manufacturer's representative loses interest in working with them. The manufacturer's goal is to achieve emotional favorite status with the manufacturer's representative. When you achieve that status, the manufacturer's representative spends a proportionately higher amount of time selling your products as compared to the other lines they represent. Finally, the relationships fail because of lack of effort on behalf of the manufacturer's representative. This happens for a number of reasons. For example, the manufacturer's representative takes on too many lines or tries to cover too large a territory. They lose focus and energy, and their efforts become dissipated. Or perhaps they lack the business skills to effectively run a professional manufacturer's representative firm. When manufacturers' representatives search for new lines to represent, they first look for complementary and synergistic products to what they currently sell. That and product quality, on-time delivery, and excellent customer service are also expected. Once the manufacturer's representative decides the prospective principal has the right product, then they want to know how much knowledge and experience the principal has in working with manufacturers' representatives. Working with manufacturers' representatives differs dramatically from working with direct sales employees. If the professional manufacturer's representative detects lack of knowledge and experience in working with reps, and the principal appears unwilling to learn the right way, the conversation ends. Professional manufacturers' representatives want to work with principals who support their efforts in booking orders. They avoid those who do no more than provide brochures and literature and let the manufacturer's representatives fend for themselves. They want to work with principals as partners in profits. Professional manufacturers' representatives communicate openly with their principals. As I said earlier, this does not refer to call reports. Filling out call reports takes time away from selling to customers, and few, if any, principals ever read them. Professional manufacturers' representatives recognize the need for the exchange of relevant and useful information that helps both sides of the relationship. Finally, if we want to work with each other as business partners, the trust level must be high. The way to achieve high trust levels is to operate with integrity and honesty. On the other side of the relationship, what should the principal expect from the manufacturer's representatives? First and foremost, a professionally operated business. At one end of the manufacturer's representative population, you find a number of highly professionally run and successful businesses. At the other end of the spectrum, you find salespeople who pay their own expenses who don't think like business people do. The professionally operated businesses will sell far more than the others. The manufacturer's goal is to find the most professional manufacturer's representatives willing to work with them. You want to find professional manufacturer's representatives who have great relationships with customers for your products or services. We all like to buy from those we know and trust, and you want to find manufacturer's representatives who have those kinds of reputations with customers, because those customers buy from them. As we said for the manufacturer's representatives, the same applies to the manufacturers. You want to connect with those who understand the need for open communication of relevant information. You need to know what's coming down the road so your production people can be prepared. They should know from you if there are issues with orders that customers should know about. And manufacturers' representatives need integrity and honesty as well. How do you go about gathering information and data about each other? Well, one way to learn about each other is to ask for references and then follow up on those references. You may be able to locate references from sources other than what the other side provides. Websites and customers are possibilities. In the MANA Selecting the Right Representative or Principal Partner Special Report, we list criteria for both sides of the relationship. You find it in the member area of the MANA website. It takes time for people to get to know one another. As you would if you were interviewing candidates for key executive positions, multiple interviews are a must. You learn more about each other every time you get together. At such time as it appears the relationship may be established, a visit to the factory by the manufacturer's representative is strongly recommended. For the manufacturer's representative, it's the only way to learn about the manufacturer's culture. Is everyone there really on board and supportive of manufacturer's representatives? To summarize, it is important you perform this due diligence process in a thorough and complete manner. It is the only way to ensure that the potential for a long-term and mutually profitable relationship exists. Rushing the process and selecting an incorrect partner can be costly. There are the direct costs, such as the factory visit by the manufacturer's representative or the visit by the manufacturer's staff people to the manufacturer's representative's place of business. Even more significant are the lost opportunity costs. When the two of you don't click and work well together, sales suffer. Look at how much more you would have sold if you had been a good fit. Look at the time and expense incurred when you do a thorough and complete interview as an investment. Invest wisely and reap a substantial reward. Look at the time and expense incurred when you do a thorough and complete interview as an investment. Invest wisely and reap a substantial reward. The most important part of our message to you is you both need to earn a profit and that this is not an employer-employee relationship. Go through this process diligently so the chances for a mutually profitable relationship are high. Thank you for watching, and we hope the presentation was helpful. Don't forget to check the many other educational resources in the member area of the MANA website that are included in your membership.